Hello students, we are doing reduction problems, right? So I will do secant to the power of nx, you take cosecant to the power of nx, same. So how we solved sin to the power of nx dx reduction formula, same like our cos to the power of nx dx, and tan and cot are same type, sin and cos are of same type, and secant and cosec are of same type. So I did 1 1, so sin I did, you do cos, right? I did tan, you do cot, right? Now I am doing secant, you do cosecant. Okay, so with this we will complete our reduction formulas. Okay, so very compulsory 100% you are going to get 1 7 marks question from this reduction from integrals. Remaining chapter you are going to get one question. From the reduction you are going to get one question. Two long questions from integrals, isn't it? So definitely 100% one question will be from the reduction. So don't neglect these problems. Okay, so similarly how I am doing for secant, you do with the cosecant. Sin to the power of nx dx same as cos to the power of nx dx. Tan to the power of nx dx I did, you do the same method for cot to the power of nx dx, right? So come on, we will solve this problem. So solution. So whenever function is having power as n, we have taken the integral is having power n, the problem is function is having power n, so we have taken in. Okay, in previous problems also. So in is equal to, we have taken, given question is secant to the power of nx dx. Okay, so here I am doing secant to the power of nx multiplying and dividing with the secant square, right? So multiplying and dividing with the secant square x dx. Okay, you send a secant along this one and keep this one as it is, right? So is equal to integral, come on, we can write this as secant nx by secant square x into, we can write this as secant square x dx. Okay, so we can write this as, this is your in, right? In is equal to a to the power of m by a to the power of n, a to the power of m minus n, secant to the power of n minus 2 x into dx. But one more term is there now. After completing the entire function, we will write dx, right? So into secant square x dx. You consider this as first equation. Okay, so it is product form now, f of x into g of x form. What is the formula for your product form? F of x into g of x dx is equal to, come on, it is f of x integral g of x dx minus integral of d by dx of f of x integral of g of x dx whole dx. Okay, so same formula you apply for this. You consider this as f of x, this as g of x. So now your in is equal to integral of, so this value, so first we will get f of x. F of x means this one. So it is secant to the power of n minus 2x integral g of x dx is secant square x, right, into dx minus a big integral, right, d by dx of f of x. What is our f of x? This one. We can write that as secant x to the power of n minus 2, right, into integral secant square x dx whole dx. Okay, so is equal to secant to the power of n minus 2x integral secant square x is nothing but tan x minus integration of d by dx of x to the power of n. Power is having, we have to take the formula as d by dx of x to the power of n, where x is a variable. Instead of that variable, we can have any other variable. So d by dx of x to the power of n is n into x to the power of n minus 1 into d by dx of that variable, right? So here it is n minus 2 into secant x to the power of n minus 2 minus 1 into d by dx of that variable is secant x, right? Integral secant square x is tan x, okay, for this whole dx. Okay, so is equal to, then we can write secant to the power of n minus 2x into tan x. This is constant. In integral, any constant is there inside, we will write outside. So it is n minus 2 integral. Come on, we can write this as secant x to the power of n minus 3. Yes, minus 2 minus 1, that is minus 3. And what is d by dx of secant x? d by dx of secant x is secant x into tan x, okay, into tan x, okay, into dx. Now is equal to, this is secant to the power of n minus 2x into tan x minus n minus 2. Come on, here this is secant x, right? So in a product, if bases if bases are same, power should be added, isn't it? So secant x to the power of n minus 3, secant x to the power of 1. So bases are same, power should be added. So n minus 3 plus 1, n minus 2, right? So this is secant n minus 2x, okay, secant x to the power of n minus 2 into tan x, it is tan square x, okay, into dx. So this is our in, right? So in is equal to, how we can write? This is secant to the power of n minus 2x into tan x, okay. So next minus n minus 2 into integral. What is this? How we can write? Secant to the power of n minus 2x into tan square x can be taken as by our identity secant square x minus 1, right? So we can write this as secant square x minus 1 into dx, okay. So separate it. So how we will get it? Secant n minus 2x into tan x, right, minus n minus 2 into integral. Separate it. It is secant n minus 2x into secant square x minus secant n minus 2x into 1 is secant n minus 2x, okay, into dx. So whenever in integral inside minus sign is there, we have to take separate integrals. So in is equal to, it is secant to the power of n minus 2x into tan x minus n minus 2 into, come on, again same thing, right? In a product, if bases are same, power should be added. Secant x to the power of n minus 2 plus 2, minus 2 plus 2 cancel. So it is of secant x to the power of n, right? Next, minus of minus plus n minus 2 integral, come on, it is secant to the power of n minus 2x into dx, here also into dx. So what is this? If here power is n, we have taken in, right? In is equal to secant x to the power of n. So here we can write in, and here secant x to the power of n minus 2 means in minus 2, right. So we can write in is equal to, this is secant n minus 2x into tan x, okay, minus n minus 2 into in, right, plus n minus 2 into in minus 2. So try to write in terms together. So this side you bring this side, in plus, this is minus, if it comes this side it will be plus n minus 2 in is equal to, come on, secant to the power of n minus 2x into tan x plus n minus 2 into in minus 2. Okay, so we can take in common here. So if we take in common, what happens? 1 plus n minus 2, okay, is equal to, it is secant to the power of n minus 2x into tan x plus n minus 2 into in minus 2. Okay, so minus 2 plus 1 minus 1. So it is n minus 1 into in is equal to, it is secant to the power of n minus 2x into tan x, okay, plus n minus 2 into in minus 2. Okay, so only we want in value, isn't it? We have taken the problem as in, the question as in. So we want only in. So send this n minus 1 that side. Here it is multiplying. If you send that side, it will divide. So in is equal to, come on, it is secant to the power of n minus 2x, right, into tan x plus n minus 2 into in minus 2 whole divided by n minus 1. We can take separately also for each and every term. So it is n minus 1. Okay, so here also it is n minus 1. Okay, is the reduction formula for secant to the power of nx. So is the reduction formula. Okay, so by using this formula we can find our required values. So here question is, find the integral of secant to the power of 5x they asked. So therefore integral secant to the power of 5x dx. So in is secant to the power of nx dx. Secant to the power of 5 means we have to find I5. Isn't it? Power is n, in we have taken. Power is 5, we have to find I5. So in this reduction formula, wherever n is there we have to substitute 5. Okay, so come on, is equal to secant to the power of, what is this? N minus 2, 5 minus 2 means 3x, okay, into tan x, okay, divided by n minus 1, 5 minus 1 is 4, right, plus n minus 2, 5 minus 2, 3 by n minus 1, n minus 1 means 5 minus 1, 4 into n minus 2, that means 5 minus 2, that is 3. So now we got I3. So in the same formula, wherever n is there, now we have to substitute 3. Okay, so is equal to, it is secant cube x into tan x by 4 plus 3 by 4 I3. I3 means in this formula, wherever n is there we have to take 3 now. 3 minus 2 means 1 secant x into tan x, okay, divided by n minus 1. 3 minus 1 means 2, okay, plus n minus 2. 3 minus 2, 1 by n minus 1. 3 minus 1, 2. I n minus 2. 3 minus 2 is I1. Okay, just like a chain, again and again we are using the reduction formula. Once we got reduction, we can find IN value, we will get it. So we can find I6, I10, I2, I5, anything, just changing the n value. Okay, so is equal to, it is secant cube x into tan x by 4, right, plus 4 2s are 8. So 3 by 8 into secant x into tan x, right, plus 3 by 8 into I1. How we will find I1? IN means secant to the power of n. If power is n, IN. So I1 means power is 1, right? So it is integral secant x to the power of 1 into dx. Just secant x to the power of 1 means secant x only, right? So is equal to, it is secant cube x into tan x by 4 plus 3 by 8 into secant x into tan x plus 3 by 8. Integral secant x is, what is the formula? Log of secant x plus tan x. It is a formula, standard formula. Integral secant x is equal to log of secant x plus tan x is the formula. Once all the integration over, we have to write plus c. You know it very well, isn't it? So that is the answer of your question. Okay, so this is the reduction form of secant to the power of nx. So in all these reduction formulas, some function to the power of n will be given to you, integral of, right. So we will find one standard formula, reduction formula, right. So we will find like this, right. After that we can find all the integrals of similar type questions, that means secant to the power of 6x, secant to the power of 8x. Just by changing the n value, we can get our required values. Okay, so with this we will complete our reduction problems. So I did reduction formula of integral sine to the power of nx. You have to solve integral cos to the power of nx. After that I solved integral tan to the power of nx, reduction formula. Same method you follow integral cot to the power of nx, right. Sine and cos are same, tan and cot are same. Now I solved secant to the power of nx, integral secant to the power of nx dx. You find out integral cosecant to the power of nx dx, same procedure, right. So sine and cos one set, tan and cot one set, secant and cosecant one set. Same method you have to follow, only values are different. Okay, so practice this problem perfectly and do the homework as integral cosecant to the power of nx dx, reduction formula you have to find, and take n is equal to any value, cosecant to the power of 3, cosecant to the power of 7, anything you can find. Okay, so practice this problem perfectly. That's all for today. Have a nice day.